Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am happy and very grateful that you chose to spend your time with me. I hope that you're all doing well, but if not, I hope things will get better for you soon. And the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and hopefully help someone to make a decision either way on a deck, or hit the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. So we have Todd Alcott's Horror Tarot, and it was created by Todd Alcott, and retails for $24.95, and I picked this up on Etsy. I will link his socials and his Etsy shop in the description if you're interested in purchasing his deck. And the box is 6 inches high, across is 4.25, and it's 1 3/4 width across. And the book, the deck box is shaped like a book, which is very interesting. I've never seen that before. And the only side that has the title is on the I want to say spine. And on the back you have some teaser cards and a little bit of blurb. And the Unemployed Philosophers Guild, I'm so sorry, I'm butchering that, is a website that you can purchase this and his other deck, the Pulp Tarot, on. So I did check it out, and it is a quirky little shop, and it's got some quirky little items on it. I really liked it. And it opens up just like a book. It's got some blood splatter, which is cool. And it's got the ribbon to help you lift up. The card insert is, yeah, you can take that out if you really want to. It's got a little bit more blood splatter on it. But it's totally up to you if you want to take it out or not. And it has a little instruction booklet, and we will go through that after we check out these cards. And the cards are the same size as your Rider-Waite-Smith card. Same size. And the deck width is 1 inch across. And the reversals won't be revealed. Okay, so in all of my tarot deck reviews, I do a side-by-side comparison. And yeah, so in his deck, he has his initials at the bottom, like that. And the major arcana, he put in his guidebook that it is a homage to horror movies that the creator enjoyed since his youth. And he lists them in the guidebook as to what they are if you don't recognize them. So he did put those in there for you to kind of clarify it. So we will go ahead and look at these cards. And he does put what suit it is and the card number, which is nice. And I In my opinion, I think this is a good beginner deck when you are wanting to continue your tarot journey, and you're looking for something to, I don't know, sink your teeth into. You're like, okay, I just want to change. I want a new deck. Yeah. Because he does keep to a lot of the symbolism. He just puts a pulp kind of spin on it. Kind of a pulp, but he puts a horror element to it. Yeah, I really like this deck. So far, I've liked both of his decks. And I like how he puts, it looks like a picture, a poster, and then he puts like a little blurb on some of the cards as to what the card, I wish I could see, yeah, it's pretty good right there. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how he does that. Alright, so he does keep the suits the same. So it's not too confusing. Alright, so we have the wands. And the wands are images that are the original paintings inspired by the artist Basil Grogos. So if you want to Google that name, Basil Gogos, Gogos. That's what he has put in the wand suits. has put skull cups to depict the cup. And these are his homage to horror paperbacks. I like that. It's got like 3 ghosts in the back and then one holding the cup. Alright, that is that suit. And the next one is the suit of swords. And in this suit, he has paid homage to EC horror comics of the 1950s. And the EC company published The Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt, and Weird Science are just a few of them that you probably are familiar with. And these are interesting because he also gives heartbreak, pain and sorrow and grief and anguish, which basically sums up the 3 of Swords. So I really like it. that suit. And we have to finish it up, the Pentacles. And the Pentacles, he paid homage to various horror pulp magazines of the 1930s and 40s. And he's got a the circle pentagram. I don't know if you could see it or not. It's really tiny, but it just says horror tarot, and then it has the pentagram. And that is pretty much the deck itself. And the cardstock is bendy, flexible, but it seems pretty durable. I like it. Alright, so let's check out this lovely instruction book. And go into an introduction. And I will let you read that at your leisure. And then, like I told you, he wanted to explore 5 distinct graphic worlds. So, like I told you, the Major Arcana and the Suit of Wands. Basil Grogus, he created dozens of portraits of classic monsters of the 60s and 70s. And then the Major Arcana, horror movies that he enjoyed in his youth. And then the Cups, 1980s horror paperbacks. And then the Suits was the EC horror comics. And then the Suit of Pentacles was the 1930s and 40s pulp magazines, horror pulp magazines, horror tales, tarot tales, ghost stories, uncanny tales, and assorted others. And talks about the major arcana. And then talks about the Horror Tarot Studios. Goes into the background about that. And let you read that at your leisure. Pause it. And then goes right into the meanings, and I do believe that that is the year that it was released, and he gives you a little background into what the picture, the background on the picture on the card. And I like when they do that. They give you a little bit of information. And basically does that through the whole thing. And goes on to the minor. And there are no, if you've noticed, there's no reversal meanings. So it does the same thing. He goes into the meaning of the picture and the characters on it. And basically does that. And gives you a little history of the Horror Tarot's writers group, and let you read that at your leisure. And then a brief history of Horror Tarot comics, and it says it's no relation to the film studio or the writers collective. Sorry about that. And you can read about that. And a very brief history of the Suit of Pentacles magazine. And then does some acknowledgements. Okay, so that is basically that. Alright, let's see. And shuffling is good. If you're good with the Rider-Waite-Smith size, you should be good with these. And they are glossy, but not high glossy, kind of like low-key glossy. Okay, let's see who wants to pop up and say hi. Ooh, Suit of Wands. Page of Wands. New ideas, new energy, limitless potential, and free spirit. The Exorcist. Alright. Let's see. Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of inspiration, and it's worth noting that inspiration comes from the Latin for breathe into. It looks as though some entity has breathed its spirit into this little girl, who now radiates limitless potential. Yep. So that is pretty much it for this deck. Let me know how your thoughts about it. If you bought it, didn't buy it, let me know. I really am interested in to see if I make a difference in anybody's purchasing. And if you would like to see a deck in a future video, please let me know and I will see what I can do. And once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope you will join me with a future video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.